A brand new day, a brand new opportunity God is granting us right now to be once again in a new Sharing Gladness program together with Olgita. God bless you and welcome.
Hello, God bless you, and hello everyone. Today we are really happy, not because of anything special, but
Yeah, but
just because life
just
is,
God is good.
yeah.
Yes, we can't complain. We are in victory. We are blessed. God has been so good.
Yes,
Yes.
and we should rejoice for
Yep.
everything God has given us and has done in our
Yes.
lives.
We always should be grateful and thankful for the things we have and for the things that probably don't have yet.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Today, I would like to start the program by quoting Johann Wolfgang. He was
Okay.
a German poet,
Uh-huh.
playwright, novelist, scientist, statesman, theater director, critic.
that?
Well, considered the greatest German literary figure of the modern era.
All right.
And he said once, all the knowledge I possess, everyone else can acquire. Let me say it again. All the knowledge I possess, everyone else can acquire. But my heart is all my own. But my heart is
It's
all
all my
my
own.
own. So, how
Okay.
many things we have in our hearts?
Oh, yes.
Good, bad, positive, negative, and all of that affect what we are, what we do, how we behave.
Yeah, definitely. It is always referred in the Bible like let's be careful with our heart, keep your heart.
Yes,
And-
the Bible
and-
teaches us
Yeah.
about it.
The other day I was listening to a preacher who was saying, of course, when the Bible speaks about the heart, it in some way it's referring to your mind. In some way it's referring to that PC or that
Yeah,
working stuff in your brain, because of course your heart your heart
like
pumps.
the organ. Yes,
Yes, it
we have
pumps
the organ.
blood.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if it's just something mentally or something that happens in your brain, but we tend to feel like, for instance, you feel pain, you say, oh, my heart hurts.
Yes, it's like if we had
Connection?
a physical heart, yes, and a spiritual heart,
Right.
something that you cannot see, but anyways, it feels.
Indeed.
And yeah, I was listening to somebody saying that he is a very famous preacher in the USA, and he said that he found out that the same part that of the brain, you know, that causes you to feel that hurt when you are stabbed is the same one when, for example, you have been criticized or
Wow.
offended.
Uh-huh.
So there is, yes, that
Similarity?
connection. Yes, with physical pain
Uh-huh.
and that spiritual
Emotional?
pain. Yes, pain or emotional pain.
Right. Oh.
So that's why it's very, very important what we have inside our hearts, right?
Yeah.
Because to avoid pain or to skip from those hard situations is quite impossible. But you can do
Yeah.
something with the things that you stored in your heart, with the things
Yes.
that you let come in your heart. And that's what we want to speak today about.
Okay, so the things that we store in our hearts?
Yeah, inside your heart. What
Nobody
do you
knows.
have? And that's why I liked this quote by this poet.
It's kind of
Because
intimate?
yes, well, knowledge, today is available. We have
everywhere.
yes
Sources.
internet connection. You have the world at hand.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can know about everything.
Making a parenthesis about knowledge and learning and, acquiring knowledge, as he was saying. Nowadays, it's very, very common to pay for these online classes, like
Yeah.
Masterclass, like Domestica, like all these courses that you can take online. You don't need to go to university, but just pay some money, not too much,
Yeah.
and get the knowledge.
Uh-huh.
But what is the difference?
But yes, but what about our hearts? Our hearts are our own. And I also want to recall our pastor, Samuel David.
Right.
He has said, even if you are fired from your job, from a company, right? What you have inside you, in your mind, how to do things, how, to take the right path,
Right.
that will help you forever, and that will be with you forever, and you will die, and that will
Remain
go
with
with
you.
you,
Yeah.
right? So we want to encourage today people to think about those things that encourage you, that motivate you, that are that engine to run new projects. Or how are we living?
These days it's been crazy how we are affected by anything. Yes, and our hearts get heavy and get like full of these negative things.
Yeah, pressure.
Yeah, pressure. Or let's say, I don't know, bad thoughts or anything. We are all the time struggling with this, and how important is to check how our heart is, not only the physical one, but our heart concerning the spiritual and concerning your emotions. Probably we have been influenced by it, a
But
friend.
Everything.
Yeah, TV
I
series.
remember one of the preachings during these days, and the preacher said, you don't need to find out problems or to call problems. They will come.
Yeah, they will come to you.
Yeah, by themselves.
Yep.
By themselves.
Yep.
But there are things that indeed we can encourage and motivate daily to make a heart merry. Let's remember that even the Bible says in Proverbs 17:22, a merry heart does good, like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones.
Yee.
So how to make a
Happy heart.
Yeah, a heart
A merry
merry, happy. So I would like to mention some simple things. For example, tie hugs from your favorite people.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. How much do you practice it?
I try to practice it constantly. For instance, with my family, with the baby, every time I come home,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Taiwan, as he's not that heavy, so he's thin, and I can hug him and lift him up
and kiss him.
Yes. Tell him I love him, and also the other day, brother Jair Leolina, he came, he got married, and I hadn't seen him.
Yeah.
So 2 services passed by, and when I had the chance, I went to his seat and I hugged him. But I hugged him like 3 or 4 times. And when I went back again to my seat, another brother told me, but you hugged him, right? You hugged him a lot.
Any problem with that?
Yeah, he was like, what? Because I did like,
it was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. But it is important to hug people. But doing it honestly and sincerely.
Yeah, wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And you just made me remember Sister Karen Osorio Sanders.
Right.
I love every time she comes here to Colombia. She usually joins us for the missionary conference. And every time she sees me, she gives me such a wonderful, strong
squeezes you.
hug. Yes, kind of. But I love it.
Yeah.
Even
beautiful.
right now that I am recalling that experience, it's
You
like
feel
I
it.
am feeling it. So, hello, Karen. Thank you so much for those wonderful hugs.
Yeah. Definitely, you're most welcome to our 10th International Missionary Conference.
Which will be held
from the 18th to the 20th of July. This year is in July.
Yeah.
So remember.
So you're very welcome.
Yeah, remember, beloved listeners, tight hugs are medicine to your heart.
Right, but did you know that there are scientific benefits of a hug? I would like to read some of them. It lowers blood pressure. It supports the immune system. It lowers heart rate. It lowers stress. It improves sleep. It stimulates the brain's memory centers, and it reduces pain. So a very good hug can bring you lots of benefits for your health as well.
So it is nothing bad. It is on the opposite, very, very good to hug people. Of course, let's warn our people. There are some countries where this is not well seen, like you hugging.
Yeah, it depends also on the culture.
Yeah,
that's why those conceptions, those ideas that you have in your storage are very important.
Yeah.
But if it is possible for you, practice it, right?
Not to mention that there are a lot of restrictions nowadays.
Of course.
Concerning touching other people. But that's not the topic for today.
Yeah, if you have a beautiful family, try to practice that with your family. If you have been hurt, sometimes a good hug will help you to release that pain.
Yes.
Another thing, bright colors make you happier.
Like yours?
Yeah, like this one.
That's why you're very happy today. Yes. Indeed. It makes an impact on you, I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. And I received that piece of advice from an old sister from our local church.
Really?
When she sees me wearing dark colors, she says, I don't like you wearing that colors. I prefer when you are wearing bright colors. So every time I'm going to buy a new piece of
dress, a blouse.
Yes, that's right. I remember what she told me. But, bright colors attract attention, and they usually make people feel happier, like this is interesting, right?
Okay, curious about.
Yeah, and even some people, like this old sister, tell you, oh, you look great, or I love that color. So those kind of comments will help you to feel happier and to feel good, well about yourself. That's why they suggest colors.
The other day I was given some pants with a different color that I usually wear. They are, one is light blue and the other one is a kind of pale orange or something like that. I had never worn one of these, and I wore them and I came to the office and somebody told me, oh, you look very young. That was funny because that I had never worn this type of colors, and plus some other shirts that I was given. So it has an impact.
Yes, they at least make you smile because they say things that you never expected to hear.
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe sometimes we are, like, to the offensive. We don't want people to say anything. So we don't want to go out of that norm I am in always.
Yeah.
And that causes like a barrier between people. So sometimes it is good. I know that there are many people that love dark colors, but why if you try a bright color, a different color?
Olguita, something that I have found is we believe we like things and we want to practice them all the time. If you like this color, so you're attached to this color.
Yeah.
But you never try another one. And I have found out that you can start liking something different.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if you like it even more than those ones you are accustomed to?
So the thing is to try. Why not? We're talking about clothes. We're not talking about crazy and
deep things, of course. There are things that you should never change, right?
Yeah. But concerning color, because you brought this tip, and it is really good to try. It is really good to get out of probably what you always do.
Now, going deeper, what do you think about people around you? What do you think about your wife, your parents, your children, your friends, your
Concerning
boss.
the color?
No.
Okay.
Concerning
The
if
heart?
they are good people, or if they, oh, I don't like my coworker because he is angry all the time. But maybe that person is suffering, maybe is
Yeah,
facing
we
a
don't know.
hard situation, and all what that person needs is a hug, is a nice chat, talk. So sometimes we usually allow negative thoughts not only about us or about situations,
even
but also
lies.
about people.
Yeah, lies, because sometimes
Prejudices.
we find out that they were not true, that they were a simple imagination just we had, probably because of something that you saw. It happens, for instance, the other day when I was wearing this new clothes that I was given, I thought like people who know my condition or my situation, financially speaking, would say like, wow, he's wearing new clothes. Wow. And the shoes, wow.
He has a lot of
yeah.
money.
But and I thought, well, they have, let's say, the right to think so, because they don't know
Yeah, your
yeah,
background.
yeah, the truth. And so is with our neighbors, the people who is around us. Many times we try to understand, but as we don't know, then we try to conclude and just say, oh, this is because of that.
We judge too quick.
Yeah. And what I have found out, and I have tried to practice lately, is to always try to keep a balance. For instance, the relationships with coworkers, with your boss. If let's say you have a brother or sister who's bossy, like let's try to see why. Let's try to understand
The pressure
the
that
reason.
maybe they have. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Probably that person is right. Probably that person could be wrong. We don't know, but we have the chance to look to try to find it out.
But let me tell you that one of my commitments today with myself is to think in a positive way of everyone, even if that person has offended me.
Yeah, or done things that you say
I
they
don't
were
like
wrong.
them. Yeah.
Yes. For instance, there is something very, very common in churches, and is that we believe that we all are saints, and that we can never make mistakes or fall into temptation, or or fall into sin.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, that is not the purpose, or that is not our goal. However, as we are humans and as we are vulnerable, we never know when we're going to experience this. And let's say a friend of yours fell, and you say, wow, I can't believe it, he fell. Oh my Lord. No,
What a
I will change.
horrible,
Yes,
terrible thing.
I will punish him, like not talking to him, not talking to her. I will punish him, like sending him a lot of verses, condemning him, judging him. When the truth or what we should do is to encourage that person, to encourage that friend that was your friend, to say, you made a mistake. Okay, acknowledge it before God, and let's get up.
But that happens not only in churches, but also in
families?
companies, in different settings.
Yeah.
People, when they are looking at themselves, they are perfect. They want to show up that they are wonderful, that they are the best.
Yeah.
But when somebody makes a mistake, that's the most terrible person. So let's change that way.
Yeah,
let's
that
change
mindset.
those things that we have in our hearts concerning our thoughts about other people.
Do we have another one?
Yeah, a couple. Well, like 3 more.
Oh, Lord. Well, we should hurry up.
Okay. Good night tests. But I would add good
that?
morning tests. Just
Can you explain that?
before going to bed or when you get
texts.
up.
Text.
Yes. Try to write something nice to somebody.
I see.
Or you are one of the most important people in my life, or thank you for that day that you did this for me, or remember that I admire how you do this or that.
Yes.
Just try to acknowledge the achievements of others.
You know what's funny, Olgita? That years ago, let's say 10 years ago, or let's say 15 years ago, texting was something very, very common. And people would love to do it, and even it was expensive to send a text message.
Yeah.
But now that is so very common, we don't even take the time.
Yeah, or we do it, but those chains, those
we shared
fixed
things,
messages, yes, but they are not wholeheartedly. They are not original. They are not
we don't take the time
inspired.
to think and to produce something from our hearts.
Yeah, for a specific person. Another thing is visit your family. Even if you have had problems, forget, forgive, and try to restore those relationships. And of course, help others as well. I think one of the most wonderful things that give satisfaction is helping others. That will make you happier.
I agree with you. The other day I was watching a video of some students. Oh, you were the one who told me that these students from a university, they collected money and they bought how do you say that? A car?
Yeah.
Like it was an old man who used to sell churritos.
Yes, a vendor.
A vendor, and he did it, on a daily basis with this tray on his hand, and suddenly he was surprised by these students. They helped him, and now he has his own car. He doesn't have to go, around with this heavy tray, but he has this place for him.
And even they gave him money to pay the rent and clothes and pairs of shoes.
How beautiful.
Yes.
Nice.
It was very nice.
I imagine the satisfaction these students felt when they saw this old man's face and his words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We say... may God pay you back, we say here.
Yeah, here in Colombia.
Yes. And so it is beautiful. Remember, these are things that we should practice on a daily basis so that our hearts may be merry hearts, and that we may shine on our face the love of God, the happiness that we can feel and share because God is in our hearts.
So take care with the things that you have in your heart.
Yes.
Because according to what you have in your heart, you will behave, you will speak, you will think about others.
Thank you very much, Olgita, for your time.
Thank you.
For bringing this topic. And thank you very much, beloved listeners, viewers, and followers around the world. Please spread the good news. We want to greet all the people around the world in the Philippines. Pachito.
Yeah.
Sister Ruth, Sister Durley,
Sister Lucelena,
Brother Henry, and the little one.
Oh, Hannah.
Hannah. Yeah, Hannah is growing big and healthy. God bless you abundantly. Also, all our friends in the U.S., Sister Jocelyn, Sister Karen Sanders, all the people around.
Debbie.
Yes, Debbie and the Sosas, Jocelyn. All of you, thank you very much for sharing this program. I see the States and they put the link.
Yeah.
Hey, watch, it's fun.
Sister Yvonne in Holland.
In Holland. Thank you very much. We hope we can reach more people with the time, not to just be famous, but to encourage the heart of people today to be happy. There's still hope, and
life is beautiful.
Yes, there's still an opportunity. So God bless you, and until the next program, God bless you all.